give it up for Ian. And Ian, first of all, I want to thank you and the thousands of others who do important health research every day to improve the lives and health of the American people. Thank you. And thank all of you who do that important work. And I'm sorry that in the last 6 months, you've had to take your eyes and your brains off of that important work to commit to defending it against a lawless Trump administration. But we are here today to thank all of you who signed the Bethesda Declaration. Where are you? Thank you all very much. Because I've looked at that declaration and it's pretty straightforward. The purpose of the Bethesda Declaration is to protect the mission of the NIH. Are we all in for that? And what is the mission of the NIH? It's pretty straightforward. The work they do is complicated. The science is not easy, but the mission is straightforward. It's to help develop treatments to reduce the suffering of the American people and others around the world, and develop cures to prevent people from dying prematurely. That is the mission we are defending. And so we want to thank all of you for standing up for that important cause, and we are here to say that we stand with you. And I'm pleased to be joined by all of you gathered here. I'm also pleased to be joined by Council Members Will Jawando and Evan Glass. I want to thank them for all the work they're doing here at the local level to support all of you who work at the NIH and others in the federal government who have been illegally let go and fired. We stand with all of you and thank all of you patriotic Americans for the work that you do. Now, as Ian said, it's important to speak out. And we know that the Trump administration would like for people to just shut up and be silent. Are we going to shut up and be silent? Hell no. They would like us to just somehow go away. Are we going to go away? No, and hell no, we're not going to go away. And I want to give a special thank you to Ian and the signers of the Bethesda Declaration, because it takes a lot of courage when you're facing an administration that engages in retribution and punishment for those who speak out. So thank you for your courage. I can tell you that I have a lot of Republican senators who know that what the Trump administration is doing is harmful to the country, but they are not speaking out, and you are. Thank you very much for speaking out. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole litany of things that this administration has done, but I think it's worth mentioning a few of them. There were lots of ongoing clinical trials, and this administration decided to terminate some of those clinical trials for political reasons, because of some conspiracy. When you end some of these critical trials, you are issuing a death sentence to the people who are participating in those clinical trials. And it is shameful. They have replaced thousands of hardworking, patriotic people who are dedicated to following the scientific method and replacing them with political hacks. That is not only stupid and heartless, it is dangerous to the health of the American people. And that is why they are standing up today. They even prevented some of the folks at NIH from buying basic equipment that they need to help perform their research. And of course, they want to change the indirect cost formula in a way that would be devastating to some of the most important research happening in the United States of America. It's sort of like saying to a professional chef, make us a beautiful meal, but we're going to take away the stove, we're going to take away all the stuff in the kitchen that you need to help it. Well, you can't just invent treatments and cures without that support, but that's what they're doing. And finally, as bad as everything they've done to date is, they're proposing to make it even worse. They are proposing to cut the NIH budget going forward by 40%. 40%. You know, even with the current budget, folks at the NIH will tell you that there are good proposals on the table to help the health of the American people that they can't fund. That's with the current budget. If you cut it by 40%, you are guaranteeing that new treatments and new cures to diseases that plague every American and people around the world will not be discovered, certainly not on the time frame that they could be. And that is an early death sentence, literally, to the American people. So what the Trump administration is doing is killing people prematurely, and we will not stand with that for that, will we? No. And that is why we are here to stand with everybody signing the Bethesda Declaration. I want to thank you again, because democracy only survives because people decide to make sure that they get out and protect the country we love. I call it the antibodies. It's a good term at NIH, to defend and support democracy when it's under attack. And so thank all of you for being here to speak out and to stand up for these folks at NIH who are standing up for us, even as they face possible retribution. That is moral and political courage. We thank you. The fight goes on. We will make sure we fight to save lives and save the democracy we love. You're all part of that great mission. Thank you, and God bless you.